Hello, and welcome to Present Continuous Review. When do we use present continuous? The present continuous is the tense we use to express ideas of things that happen at the moment of the speaking, that is, right now. For example, they're playing rugby. In this moment, we can see them playing rugby. We also use it for temporary situations, that is, things that only happen for a specific period of time outside of routine. For example, I'm eating a lot of fruit these days. These days. Notice the time expression, these days. It's not always, it's just these days, that is, outside of my routine. Finally, we use it for future arrangements, that is, personal, specific plans that indicate when or where we are doing something. For example, I'm visiting my grandparents next summer. Notice the time reference. Next summer. It's a future arrangement. The affirmative form. To form the present continuous, we have to take two verbs. A verb to be, am, is, or are, depending on the person, and a verb in ing form. For example, you're wearing a very classy skirt. We're having a party tomorrow. Or Anna and Luis are studying hard this semester. Notice the use of the verb to be, in this case are, you're, we're, or Anna and Luis are, because that is the form that corresponds to you and we and they. Check out the spelling rules to form the ing ending in verbs. Most verbs add an ing. So cook becomes cooking, play becomes playing, and study becomes studying. One-syllable verbs ending in a vowel plus a consonant double the last consonant. That is the case of chat becomes chatting with a double T, win becomes winning with a double N, and swim becomes swimming with a double M. Verbs with two syllables or more. When the second syllable is stressed and ends in a vowel plus a consonant, double the last consonant. Notice the second syllable is stressed. Admit, prefer, begin. Because the stress is in the second syllable, we can double the last consonant. On the right, verbs ending in E, drop the E and take ing. That is the case of shine becomes shining, have becomes having, and dance becomes dancing. Verbs ending in ie, drop the ie and take ying. That's the case of lie, which becomes lying, die, which becomes dying. Careful, verbs with two syllables or more. When the first syllable is stressed, there are no changes. They only add ing. Notice the pronunciation of these verbs. Answer, offer, visit. The negative form. To form the negative structure, we need the auxiliary verb am, is, or are, plus a negative particle not. The main verb is still the same in the ing form. For example, you're not wearing the latest trends. It's not raining. Or, Liz isn't making quesadillas. Yes, no questions. This type of questions can only have the answers of yes or no. To form questions, we need an auxiliary verb, am is are, and we move some elements in the sentence to make an inversion. That is, we invert the auxiliary. For example, are you playing tennis today? Notice we change you and are from their original positions. Instead of saying you are, we ask, are you? Is she taking a knitting class this week? Again, we invert she and is, and in questions it reads, is she? Finally, is Eric going to the party? Notice we started the question again with our verb to be. Information questions. This type of questions answer more specific questions that start with what, when, why, where, who, etc. We only add the question word at the very beginning of the question. For example, what are you doing at the moment? When are you visiting your parents? Who is she working with?